Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the latest entry in this Hammer film set I've been going through. For those new, I make these little videos about things that I enjoy and I want to share. Usually it's about film, but occasionally I might work in something about a game or a TV show, maybe some arts and crafts or a book. But in the case of this Hammer Films Blu-ray set, I decided to make a video for each one of these movies, whether I really cared for it or not. But before we begin, if you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing and give it a thumbs up. Maybe hit that bell icon so you get a notification for when I put up new content, which is usually once or twice a week, though I might be working on putting a little bit more out there, just depending on what I come across. Be sure to stick around to the end as well and share both this video and channel around, as all those things really do help out the channel quite a bit. Now that that's out of the way, let's jump into Creatures the World Forgot from 1971. By far the most current film in this Hammer set, and the only one with a rating, this one being rated PG due to some violence and nudity within it. I was not really familiar with anybody in this film, even from other Hammer films in this set, I wasn't familiar with anybody. But what is this film about? Well, it's kind of rough to figure out while watching it, but the synopsis is as follows. In prehistoric times, two brothers fight each other for leadership of their tribe. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's a that didn't really sum it up. It was hard to really figure out what was going on. It was kind of difficult to make it through this film, actually. For one thing, there's no dialogue, just grunting and gesturing, which can be difficult to convey what's happening. But for a while, I followed it all right. And it kind of moved along at an all right pace for a bit, but then somewhere along the line, it kind of lost me. I think maybe the fact that there were no prehistoric creatures in this, likely due to lack of budget, and you really need to try to figure out what the actors are trying to convey with not being able to rely on any dialogue. So you didn't have a lot of action, and I was constantly stumbling to try to figure out exactly where is the story going, what is it centering on. But yeah, it's eventually this kind of runs out of steam and it gets a little bit muddled to figure out exactly what's going on. And this 95-minute running time is a bit long for it, but also, the production value is quite low. Having this film in color somehow made any of the issues with the makeup and the effects or the props, such as seeing stones that are obviously made out of foam because they're broken, and you can see the foam in there being a different color than the rock. Being in color, it seems like all that stuff really stuck out. I think if it's in black and white, it might not have stuck out as much. But shoving all that aside, I did actually finish it, and the story was okay, I guess. Could have been told in a better way. Another one worth skipping, sadly. Especially since this was the last one in this set. Honestly, if you're up for something along these lines, I would instead recommend checking out or revisiting The Quest for Fire. Going to get a lot more out of that film. It's going to be a lot more entertaining, and at least it has some recognizable stars. I think it has Ray Dong Chong in it, as well as Ron Perlman, I believe, is in it. And I watched it about maybe 8 years ago, and it actually held up, was still pretty entertaining. But anyways, that's all that I can really say about this film. Honestly, just nothing to write home about. It plods along, gets a bit tiresome. And yeah, so this Hammer film set really didn't end well. But I won't hop into that, any more details on that just yet, because I'm going to be, uploading another video, kind of talking about the set as a whole. But that's it for this one. Thanks for checking out this video, for checking out this series of films. I can't believe this has been 20 of them, so that's 20 weeks that I've been going through every week, watching one of these movies, putting together a review, recording something, putting it up there. Some of them do really well. Like I had one for The Sword of Sherwood Forest at the time of this video, somehow got 185 views. And then there's ones like The Snorkel that just kind of sit there at 8 or 9 views. Nobody cares, which is fine. I didn't care about that movie either. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to put up one more video about this series as a whole, just kind of talking about what films are in it, which ones I really recommend, if it's worth buying the set or just kind of seeking out a handful of those films individually, and that'll be coming along shortly. Until then, I will see you in that next one.